Alright, so I heard something about an archaeologist.
How you doing?
That's a cool archaeologist. I like his glasses.
I like his backpack. And his dress.
He is a dog man. That is my sole comment.
His sense of color coordination is a bit off. But, overall, he's alright. He's cool.
His sense of smell is very good. That makes up for it.
Yeah. These ancient writings on this wall right here.
Ah, yes, those sure are some ancient writings that I am seeing right now on this wall.
It's ancient hieroglyphic. It reads brick, 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 brick.
It's ancient Egyptian braille before they had the technology to make tiny bumps. So it's all just really big bumps.
So yeah, this guy's quest is we have to find the Rosetta Stone and bring it to him. Except the Rosetta Stone has been broken into 6 pieces, so we have to find all 6 pieces.
They really are of getting every Egyptian legend and myth all together, aren't they?
Yep.
I'm super bothered by the fact that you have just one Ankh of HP that below all the other Ankhs. There's just one on a line all by itself when your health shows up.
Well,
it really bothers me.
We don't have the other things yet. Come on. So yeah, now that we have the acid darts.
You get more ranks.
Yeah.
Oh right, of course that makes sense. Let me just dissolve this skull and chains with a single acid dart.
Well, I mean, that's why Anubis gave them to us.
Did he specifically say that you just shoot them into the skull and the whole thing vanishes? Because otherwise, I don't think I would have thought to try that.
I don't know. I thought it was fairly obvious.
And that's why you're bad at video games.
Oh,
damn! You got me.
Boom.
I am actually not good.computer. I am but funny.computer. That is all I will ever be.
Gonna milk that one for all it's worth. Computer.
It's just it'll never stop being funny.computer to me.
This whole LP is just
Can't
plugging your
help it.
website. All you need to do is put ads on it now, and you have made a mint.
Oh man, my hundreds of YouTube vids will certainly.
There's not even right now, as of recording time. There's nothing on it. It's just like an empty index.
Don't spoil it. My LP canon. It's gonna. I'm gonna put something on it before it goes up, and for all of you wondering, today is the 19th of March, so you can pencil that in on your LP calendar and know exactly
The historic day on which funny.computer was officially transferred to the ownership of Internet Man Suspicious Dish.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Internet Man Suspicious Dish.
I'm Mr. DJB, by the way. I didn't introduce myself in the last video I was in.
I don't know, I just kind of assume that everyone watching this probably knows who you are.
No, they must have just thought you just put on a really awkward British accent every now and then. You just wanted to mix it up.
Spoiling it.
Is that British? It's not that British.
What, me? Of course I am.
Well, yeah.
He's the most British thing in the world. He's
okay, we all know that's not true, and have one piece of specific evidence we can point to as not the most British thing in the entire world, so. He shall not be named, though.
Yeah.
Also, they're getting sort of tricksy with the platforming puzzles. Because you gotta do a little hop.
You just kind of went in a circle there.
Yeah, so you have to do a hop, skip, and a jump. And with the floaty controls, it can be a bit of a challenge.
Alright.
Very clever.
Yeah.
I hope at some point there's one of those where it does a bunch of loops and shit and the solution is just to stay on the one you're on.
Yes, there is that.
That's cool.
Of course. But
I hope that acid of yours doesn't take out any support beams or some shit.
no, it's just ropes and chains. Actually, it might not even do ropes, I'm not sure. Okay.
Wait, so it can do metal chains, but it can't do ropes. Okay.
I was actually trying to see if I could sequence break here because, well, basically the puzzle is you can see there's 4 chains on the wall. Inside every single one of there's a lever that lowers the block slightly more, and when the block lowers all the way to the bottom, there's a chain that you have to hit. But for some reason, the chain just doesn't spawn or is covered in white. You see that, right?
Yeah.
There's a white filament around the chain. So I'm not exactly sure what is going on with that. But it's just sequence break prevention, I guess. It's a good material. Use it all the
I think
time.
just everything in this, like all the wood in this dungeon, is just made out of the same stuff that the doors in Condemned are made out of.
I think so.
You know, in that, oh, you can't, acid doesn't work here. This needs this specific brand of paint thinner from 35 years ago.
Paint
Right.
thinner?
Ancient Egyptian paint thinner.
Well, thank you. I
Don't
forgot
want
about that
this LP to
running
become
gag.
anachronistic or anything.
Yeah, and you can see the chain just now suddenly reveals itself for no reason.
The joke was that the doors in Condemned sometimes need like one specific brand of fire axe
Right,
to chop them
of
into
course.
pieces.
Yes, yes.
The animation team was slacking off with that block drop animation. Not as fluid as the swan dive.
It was a very nice tween.
Yeah.
Go from here to here in this amount of frames.
Someone was just having an off day.
Yeah, they're, you know what, just not feeling it. You know, got wife and kids to look after.
They're
My
Eurocom.
copy's
They're not miracle workers, okay?
Yeah.
I still can't believe Eurocom made this.
Like what? What's wrong with Eurocom?
I don't know, it just seems weird.
They made, like, what else? They made that James Bond game, they made 40 Winks, which is bad, and they made something else, I think.
The latter half of Crash Bash is Eurocom's fault.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Where all
It's
the
just-
games just become bullshit and impossible to win. Yeah.
Okay.
It seems inconsistent, is all I'm saying.
Like, are you saying this is good and Eurocom is usually bad?
No, just like the genres and like the kind of general, the games in general. There doesn't seem to be like a connecting thread between them.
Well, no, this was Eurocom's, like, first and only IP, so...
What about 40 Wings?
40 Wings.
Besides 40 Winks, I guess. I didn't know that was Eurocom, actually. But yeah. As you were saying, we actually don't know who owns this, because THQ went out of business, and THQ didn't sell it off to anybody. Yeah, I
Would
sent
you
my...
have liked to see more of this game, just out of curiosity?
I would too. It's not a half bad Zelda clone for a dumb Zelda clone. Even if it is very, very, like, the puzzles are not great.
It's like it's very rudimentary on some levels.
There are some cool things, like, you know, the acid darts. Like, that would make a pretty neat Zelda weapon, I believe.
They can't fit the acid darts in though, because like we gotta have space for the boomerang and the hook shot and the fishing rod. So
Oh, of course. I mean, if this game had a claw shot, I would be happy. Or a hook shot, excuse me. You've never played Zelda, so I don't know why I'm talking about Zelda.
I hear a lot of people always go on about how Okami is the best Zelda game.
It's true.
Actually, yeah.
That's the one
Like-
Zelda game Grat has played, and won't shut
No,
up about
I've played Ocarina of Time. Like one of my friends lent me the 3DS remake of Ocarina of Time. Like it was okay. It was certainly not as good as people had led me to believe it would be, and it was nowhere near as good as Okami. So I'm still convinced that Okami is the best Zelda game.
Okay. Whatever you say, Grat. Wind Waker's the best Zelda game.
Wind Waker is good.
Eat it, Thread.
I heard you can take selfies in the remake.
Yes.
Yes! It's a good feature.
Why doesn't this game have selfies?
I don't know. Like, I think it's just one of those innovations that, like, when it comes out, everybody's like, yes, every game should have a selfie button. Just like 50 Cent Blood on the Sand.
Tearaway. Excuse me, Tearaway had the best selfies of
Oh,
any
God,
video
yeah.
game.
You have sent me some
Tearaway
of
is
your
awesome.
great selfies.
Tearaway is the best. I'm so sad that that it didn't become a thing. Like, it's not a thing that most gamer people know about, and that makes me really sad.
Well, we know what we got LP next, right?
Let me know when you find like an extra $150 to send your Vita to some guy in China so he can mod video capture equipment.
Excuse me, it's in North Korea.
Whatever. I think he is actually like South Korean or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's the one guy who knows how to do that mod.
Yep. So yeah, although also those invisible enemies are really annoying. Sorry, just They caused me a lot of trouble when I was farming for Pokemon later.
We forgive you. We forgive you preemptively.
It's just, I see them on Instinct and I have to talk about how annoying they are.
Well, every video game has that one enemy, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Sunberries.
Yep.
Yep.
Blah.
Yep.
I can't think of any others on the top of our heads, but yes.
There's
we know
there's
what
that
we're
one in
about.
Ocarina of Time, and Zelda enemy names have the weirdest names. They don't make any sense. They're like, what's the crow? It's a Gwei. Okay. What's this
Gwei?
thing on the ground? A lever. A like. A...
Lever is the thing you pull in the dungeon to make the doors open.
Besides the part where it's also a Zelda. I think we might have talked about this in a video before. We already made this joke.
Keys! The bat is a keys!
The bat is a keys, that's right. No, yeah, and the Gwei...
No, excuse me, that's a delicious pie with like bacon and asparagus in it.
Well, no, that's quiche. Those are the eggs.
Fuck you!
And quiches are terrible. I hate them.
Well,
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm getting the feeling that like the people who name Zelda monsters are the same people who come up with like Mega Man Robot Masters.
Ugh. Platforming. Well, I mean, aren't the Mega Man Robot Masters mostly just like Fireman? He breathes fire. Flashman. He does some stuff with a
but
flash.
if it's like quiche, then the guy's at dinner. He's like, oh, I got to come up with a name for this thing. He looks at the plate and he's like, yeah, fuck it, that'll do.
Okay. Guys, we got a hard puzzle coming up.
Oh,
Pay on
okay,
your best. Pay close attention. This one's gonna
I
be a
am.
stumper.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so we got before the puzzle. You have to pay attention, but we got some skeleton enemies to kill. And camera, please.
I thought that was the puzzle, we just shoot the thing.
No. That's
Shoot
not.
the big
Can
thing
I-
in the middle of the room.
Is there like a limit to how thick a chain can be? Excuse me. Before you like can no longer acid burn through it instantly?
Nope.
Because that was like that was the thickness of like a curled up fist, and it just went like that, and it was gone.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, I'm starting to feel like maybe a skull, and is this like is this a Monkey Island thing with like the hip bone and the leg bone?
I'm so immature for laughing at its pelvis. Let's take some skeleton dongs.
I don't know. For some reason, picking up bones in a temple with like this color scheme is making me think of the ending of Monkey Island 1.
I don't blame you. And we got a skeletal arm. That's a hand. Did you see that
Or was
HUD
it-
icon? That is clearly a hand.
Or was it Monkey Island 2? It might have been Monkey
All right.
Island 2.
All right. I hope you guys know your human anatomy. Your undead anatomy. Excuse me.
Like I just said, I played Monkey Island. I know that the head bones connected to the leg bone.
Of course.
But whatever.
Okay, so
What
like,
kind of freaky you on about there?
so these chains contain like they're basically crates, except you use an acid dart to like open them, and they usually only give acid darts. They're not very good item crates. Is what I'm saying. All right. So we got the head, the pelvis.
Like what tells you which part goes where? There doesn't seem to be like.
It said foot to toe, left to right, and also I'm bad. I was like off on another screen reading Twitter or something, and I got them messed up.
Oh.
Nothing happens
Oh,
if you get the
dear.
wrong one, though.
Well, I hope you enjoyed your Horsey Books tweets.
Thank you. I did.
Did you know that everything happens so much?
I did.
true.
Yeah. My name is Gavin Shoebridge, and I'm an electric vehicle.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody knows. Everybody knows everybody has their Horsey Books faves.
So here's the educational part of the LP over with.
Yeah. Okay. Now that I hope you guys have all learned your undead anatomy.
Yep.
There are 4 bones in the body. There they are.
You place them side by side, and that's a human.
Sort of. They're still just
Oh.
like arms and legs and pelvises on a pedestal.
That's what a human is.
Oh. You sure about that?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking if said human is like a Mr. Man or a Little Miss, then yes, yeah.
Okay.
They're
No.
not totally invincible. They can't be that annoying, because, like, there's the mist, and you just swing your sword in the general direction.
Yeah, well, they have issues later.
Can you capture them as Pokemon?
Yes.
Just out of curiosity, because I'm not quite sure, what can you do with the captured monsters? Can you actually use them in combat like Pokemon, or are they just collectibles?
So you can use two of them. They are the Slim Burbles, which are bombs, and they are the Farm Armadillos, which are fire arrows. The rest of them are just for show.
Oh, okay.
And like numbers, completion
Yeah.
percentage.
You can also sell them to the museum, and then get a useless item saying you're a piece of you don't know what you're doing, and you just did like a really annoying side quest. I'm not joking. Like, there's actually I think it's called the Platinum Monster Hunter Certificate, and it just says you must have no time on your hands in the description for it.
That's awesome.
Yes.
I love
Well,
games
you know-
that make fun of completionists.
That's what you had to do before, like, trophy achievements were a thing.
Yeah, you just
Give the-
you did a lot of work, and then you were made fun of, and I completely approve of it.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Nothing puts nerds in their place.
It's like
It's
making
an achievement called Waste of Life.
That's
There we
every
go.
achievement.
How does melting those chains open that door? That
They were holding up. They were part of the internal mechanism that was holding the door up.
like that, like from the bottom. I see.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it didn't seem like there was a lot of connection.
Right. Also, it's just items in the other door, so I'm not even going to bother to open it. Who cares? Moving on.
But you gotta burn all the chains, otherwise you won't get the chain burner key item achievement.
Certificate, yeah. That will also make fun of you.
I'm sorry, Thread. This is not 100% LP. I revoke my LP privileges.
That's a good face.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was like it looked for a second like as if the mouth was just went from the nose and all the way down to the base of the pedestal. And there's just like a big fucking goofy shit eating grin.
Hey! Look at me!
That is exactly the voice it would make.
It's just another boring fucking jackal. Never mind.
Mm.
It's Goofy!
I'm
Ancient
Goofy.
Egyptian Goofy!
Jesus Christ! Look at that. The artist who did those textures, like he couldn't crop the little, the fringe line out. Like you saw that, right?
Not quite.
Yeah, on the fence, there's just like this one pixel line. It happens on every fence, and I don't know why I get so angry about it. Shouldn't bother me as much as it does.
You get
Well,
so
now
angry
you know
that
how-
those
now
worm
you-
things bite your head off.
Yeah. It
Now
breaks
you know
my...
how I feel when you run around like skipping chains.
and, breaks your video games immersion.
Those chains are my 1 pixel.
Yeah.
Right. So where does the key go? I'm kind of like
In the door.
Thank you. The layout of this place is kind of confusing me.
Right, so we are on the right east wing. I actually should probably... There's I found like the Brady Games guide, and the nice thing about those is that they are made while the game's in development, so they have like actually high level like top view maps of all the dungeons. Should probably post that in the thread. Could be interesting to look at. For
Did you
laziness.
actually like buy the guide?
No. Brady Games has all their guides online, and there's some really sketchy guy who like, I will buy your games for some Steam money or something. And so I use that guy. Don't ask
Okay
me.
then.
Yeah.
Just going through the sketchy avenues. Get your LP swag.
Funny.computer.
Yes.
I bought it because I lost my scanner and I wasn't able to scan the manual, the actual game manual.
So I was wondering, we're here. Like the reason that we can be here is because we got the acid darts from Anubis. But what are we actually trying to accomplish in this dungeon specifically?
So we don't actually. Well, we're collecting the Rosetta Stones, trying to translate.
Oh yeah.
Trying to translate the prophecy, because that's what the fortune teller lady told us would lead to our future, right?
But why
Yeah.
didn't she? She's a fortune teller. Why didn't she just tell us the prophecy?
Because she doesn't
Like,
know it.
prophesizes for
It's
it.
locked behind mystical, ancient pelvises.
Well, she's not a very good fortune teller.
No, she's not. She couldn't even see her being made into a statue, so...
Any fortune teller worth their salt knows all about the pelvises.
They're
I
connected.
do.
I do.
They're connected to the rib bone.
Yeah.
Connected to the head.
Wah 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 wah.
Okay, because I'm a giant pussy and there's a boss fight in there. I went and farmed for some life because I had like a hit point left. I've also decided to play around with the main map here and see if there's anything that can happen by burning all the chains in the main lobby. Answer is no.
Nothing?
No.
Like
Nothing.
don't those like things even fall down a bit so you can use them to like get up and down again?
No. They're just there for decoration. You need decoration, you can burn them, but they're just there for decoration. Whoa!
Dumb.
Sphinx, like, look up and move to the left next time.
That's not much for boss. Just
They
two
don't look-
twats.
They don't look very impressive.
I
They're
mean,
also
they-
very easily interrupted. I don't know, when you can just like when every time you hit an enemy they just like reel back and stop what they're doing. It's not very challenging.
Well, we
Next
got
time I
some
get in
more
a bar
fireballs.
fight, I'm gonna go with that war cry. I'm gonna go with those cries, just cawing like a crow.
Yeah. What is up with your face?
Ah.
Like, I know the knife cats are really silly, but I've never looked at them up close before.
Wow.
Sound effects from the enemies in this game.
Kind of amazing.
Okay, so we got this great CD, 101 free animal effects from the corner store. How many of them can we use, guys?
I think you just
Well, they-
you just take on the entire animal kingdom right now.
Yeah, we have ba.aiff. So, you know, get to making a sheep, you guys.
What the hell? That
Flash-
looks like a weird demented cat. Oh well, ship it. You gotta find a sound effect for it.
Well, you gotta play to your strengths if you don't have a good Foley guy.
What's so funny about sheep noises being accompanied by big clumsy sword fighting?
Did they just make cat noises when they died?
Yes!
Wait, I need to hear this.
Right.
Come on, take him out.
I'm bad. Sorry.
Kill him, come on. That sounded like a meowing.
It was. It is a
I don't know. That's like on the level of the squirrel in Birdemic that makes monkey sounds.
Also, for some reason, this boss rush not only gives you the actual Rosetta Stone, but also gives you a heart piece, which I guess is pretty nice.
Don't bosses usually do that in Zelda though?
Yeah, but none of them. Well, they usually give a heart container. See, look at that one-line pixel. Sheesh, art team.
Ugh. Awful. Burn this game. Burn all copies of it.
I know.
That big black hole is in fact a giant, massive chain! It just like goes up in green flames.
I was thinking there might be an Easter egg around there somewhere, but no, there's just a model.
Hey, Dogman.
No, you're not allowed to take the Rosetta Stone pieces.
They're mine. I worked hard for those.
To you, they're quite useless. Thank.
I'm still not convinced that this guy's on the up and up, because there's no writing on this wall. He is lying to your face.
I don't think he's so much
yeah,
lying
yeah,
as he is just completely blind and he's trying so hard to do his job.
Young chap? Excuse me, I'm in my 20s.
That doesn't... underwater projectiles for your blowpipe. There's something about that that doesn't quite ring true. Like, did you follow me? That's not...
I don't think they quite thought out the blowpipe, you're right.
Unless there's like a built-in battery-driven propeller in them. I don't see how that's supposed to work.
You just have to blow very, very hard.
Extremely hard.
You're
Show
probably
them
going to
off.
run out of breath as you're blowing into this pipe.
Show them off, I say to past dish.
Okay. You do need them to actually, like, once you jump down and do that swan dive, you are locked into doing the tempo.
Oh, so he doesn't blow them, he just throws them.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, that's something at least.
I guess they thought about it a bit.
You know what would have been the absolute best was if he just went into his standard like aiming stance as if he was standing on land. Head up, feet down.
You just go as a third person. You're just awkwardly standing in the water.
That would have been the best.
That would have been a good. I agree. That would have been good. So here we are, back at this place. And as a quick note, the place we were at before, like in the southern desert, is actually right on top there. I'm trying to show it off. It's hard to get a good angle, but yeah. So this place with like Inhotep's Island and the place we were just at with the Bedouin outpost are actually the same map. Sort of neat how it all connects together. I really like this.
Open world games are pretty cool. It like that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go visit the archaeologist again in the camp, I assume. Next time. Next time?
I think so, yeah. We'll do it next time.
Next time.